golf, because you got to look at the prize money they win. Must have something to do with the fact that. So I would say tennis, golf, and maybe I don't know what else. Maybe a bunch of other things. I'm not being put on the spot right now. I can't think of anything else per se. But we know we talked about the basketball side of things. We know how the NBA is what NBA funds the WNBA.
It's the same thing with normal football. It's the same thing.
Yeah, we've discussed this before. So when they talk about maybe earning the same as the players, that's not even anywhere near justifiable anyway.
Okay.
Because the same men you're trying to earn the same amount of money as they do are generating money for that league, and even the league that you play in. So how are you supposed to earn the same amount of money as them? So yeah, from that standpoint, of course, I get it. But like I said, I stand corrected because I didn't know there was a point where it was actually banned, especially in the UK. So
it's when the United Kingdom actually had a national identity. That's when this happened, in the 1920s, when being British actually meant something. When society was being upheld, like the pillars of society were being guarded by men. It says it is quite unsuitable, such a British way to put it, for females. We see this today, 100 years later. Do we not? Look at the second part. It may well appear that after 41 years, they have a better idea of how to control the finances. The FA had to take over direct responsibility for women's football. We call that liability. We call that liability in law. They couldn't handle it themselves. Women now have to come and start helping. Oh, let's help them. Because it has never been profitable. It goes to charitable causes. The existence of women's football itself is a charitable cause. It's not profitable. The FA takes money from the actual teams who make a profit and uses it to fund women's football. The stadiums are always empty. Always empty. We explained why.
The thing that pisses me off is women that say, oh, we should do this, we should get this, we should get that. If you guys got up your fucking asses and went to buy tickets for these games, whether football or basketball matches, then maybe they'll get enough money for you to be able to say they should get paid this and they should get paid that. You guys don't buy tickets anyway, so the same men that you're trying to be like is the ones you expect to go and pay money.
They want to collect De Bruyne's money.
Yeah.
That is what they want.
Yeah.
The only problem that women have in women's football today is that they are collecting £20 per week. If they were collecting £200,000, we will not hear the end of it. That is the thing. But we look at the product. That's why I said betting companies cannot even sponsor women's football because there's a team that has not lost a game in 4 years.
5 years.
How can you sponsor a league and you say you're betting? Who is going to bet on women's football? So it's not even real. You cannot put bets on women's football. Look at what they were saying 100 years ago. They said, where is it? Charitable causes. That's what they said. That is what they said. They said charitable causes should not be encouraged. Unsuitable for females. Where's the lie?
That's crazy.
So it's like these guys are prophets. Are we saying they're prophets? No, a prophet is simply somebody who sees the truth and says it. Then somebody hears it down the line. Later in life, they say, oh, it was a prophetic statement. No, he was speaking to what he said. Unsuitable for females. This is what we've always said. Remember, we talked about it with the tennis people.
Yeah.
We said that Serena Williams is the greatest tennis player of all time. Let's find out. They run away.
Who said?
No, remember now with McEnroe.
Oh, I thought you said. No. I was going to say. I thought you said. I said.
No. They said those guys.
Okay.
So the reason why we don't want women in broadcasting is because we can immediately detect that they are not qualified to have the opinion they do. Immediately, we don't want you in punditry. We don't want you on commentary, because whatever it is that you did in your career, you are not qualified to have it. We are the men who our wives and our girlfriends rolled our eyes at us when we were going out to watch the game, when we were shouting and screaming and flipping tables and breaking bottles when our team scores or when the team scores against us, where we show so much passion and care and love for the game. You rolled your eyes at us, but now that there is money in it, now that it's global,
now there's money in it.
Now there's money. Now that it's global. Now you want to participate.
Yeah.
We will not allow it. We will ban women again. I'm making this submission to the House of Parliament. We will ban women football again. I do not give 2/3 of a fuck. Right? And Ian Wright, honestly, he can fucking do one, right? Like, to be fair, I think he can fuck right off. Because I wanted to use him to make a point, which is that if Ian Wright was a different race, this matter would have taken a different turn. Because Race comes in when a black person has some kind of disagreement with a white person. Then immediately the racial undertones come in. If you remember, when Zlatan and Lukaku clashed heads in the Derby d'Italia, Derby de Milan, the next thing was racism, 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 racism. Oh, Zlatan, racism. Nobody said anything about any racism, but the stories were all racism. Just because somebody butts head with another person. It was Pogba, because they were already preparing to cancel Zlatan. It was Pogba that came out and said, no. I know Zlatan, he's not racist. It's like, why do we need your fucking opinion, nigga? Why do we need you to save Zlatan from being cancelled? Done. If it was Joey Barton with whom she was having this disagreement, or somebody white, or somebody different, Ian Wright or the person would not have come out unscathed. In fact, the white person will come out and apologize to Eni ALUKO. We've seen white men apologize a lot over the last 20 years. So because
not Joey though.
No, of course. But he's being sued, he's being demonetized, he's being attacked financially. So there's a cost. There's a cost. And in fact, the reason
of course, there's still a price to pay,
Yeah. There's a price to pay for being white. I think the stupid whore is even suing him because he said that she plays the black card, which is true. Because the minute a disagreement escalates, she'll say, he doesn't rate my opinion because he thinks I'm black, or he sees me as a woman. You use a woman, you use a black. That's what they do. So it's fortunate, really, that it was Ian Wright he tried to target and manipulate out of a job, right? Because this is truly about having a slot. That Ian Wright is always everywhere. I said, let's all be fair. We must all give thanks to Joey Barton. Because she has been exposed, and I think she quit, and she was trying to make a name for herself. She was trying to go viral, and unfortunately, Ian Wright was able to survive. Thank God she didn't go and make a sexual harassment something, because that's where it would have gone left.
You know what's funny? I was discussing this with my colleague. I said, thank God it's not a sexual harassment lawsuit, because straight away, Ian Wright would have been.
No, he's finished.
They would have relieved him of his job.
No, he's finished.
Yeah, of course. That would, if that was the route you went to.
Yeah. They'll say pending
they're so quick to do. Yes, exactly. They're so quick to do that one anyway, make that move anyway. So we all know that.
Yeah.
So
we take allegations of sexual
misconduct. Lucky she didn't go that route.
We take allegations of sexual misconduct very seriously, and we have suspended Mr. Ian Wright until forget it. You've already been tainted. You're gone.